And I actually don't like taking phone numbers, even if I genuinely want to work with you.
Yeah.
Phone numbers, um, it's hard to put a face to a phone number, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Or I'm talking about for like someone you just met. And long story short, your phone just ends up being like this whole like graveyard, just like of like people you're never gonna contact, or they're not gonna contact you. But if you have like a personal brand, let's say like on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever, and you're posting consistently, especially like let's say like I like Instagram stories. It's almost like a retargeting ad towards your audience, if that
Mm.
makes sense. You're kind of showcasing like what's going on in your life, not only personally but also business wise as well. And it's so powerful as far as like showcasing maybe like case studies, testimonials you have from like your business, or literally anything you're doing, to where people will always remember you. Now I'm not saying they're gonna be obsessing over you 24/7, but let's say they want they want to get into real estate. They know, oh, okay, Ramon's the guy to go talk to, or they want to do social media. Oh, Dijon's the guy I need to go talk to, because I've been watching this stuff on like Instagram, YouTube, or whatever. So having a personal brand, it's almost like a free retargeting ad, if that makes sense. You're constantly like warming up your audience, and part of that audience is also the people you meet in person. I like having them to go follow that, so that I'm able to kind of get them inside my orbit. And I know
Right.
within like a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks or months, they're eventually going to cave in, and they're going to be like, hey man, you probably don't remember me, but we met at a Starbucks like 4 months ago, and like I've been following you for the past. I get those all the time because of like the way how I have everything set up. So those are probably like the direct benefits I've noticed
Yeah.
from having a personal brand online.
Yeah, which is funny, it reminds me of, and I think it's a funny story how we met, right? We
Mm-hmm.
were at a Starbucks, and I was sitting there working on uh, right a case for the law firm that I'm a partner at, and I'm trying to concentrate, right, a real important case,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm reading case law, and then all of a sudden I hear somebody talking right there next to me, and I think you said something like, "Man, I would love to be able to meet somebody whom I can help." Like, what did you say? Like, raise hundreds of millions of dollars for, and be able to make a nice chunk of money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And by creating that kind of value, right? You're bringing those connections,
Mm-hmm.
and it was funny because you didn't know this, but for weeks or months leading up to that, like we had been talking about that here with leadership, at the 501(k), right? We've been talking
Mm-hmm.
about it. And I love that, that's, if you want to call it a coincidence, I don't believe in coincidences, but that was awesome. Hear you say
Yeah.
that you're talking to somebody else and got your info, and here we are a few months later, and we're working together, and we're doing some cool
Uh-huh.
things.
Yep. I think I tried kidding you on Instagram, but you're like, no, I don't have Instagram. Here go my number. But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.